Wow. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. This is the Akonne, the Jedi Wanliss. Boosh! Just landed back in the home, in the yard, in the base from Manchester. Yesterday was an epic night in so many ways. The whole weekend was epic because I love fight week. I love going out there and fighting and unleashing the force, seeing my opponent for the first time, doing the face-to-face, doing the press conferences, getting to meet you guys that come to the shows, being part of Oktagon's first UK show right here, well, there, I'm in Birmingham, but right there in Manchester was really cool. My fight, 26 seconds it lasted. Man, a lot happened in that fight. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Where to start? I feel like on fight day, I woke up and I felt quite full. I had a great reload. I was quite hydrated, even though I had a quite dark pee to start off with. But you know, the hydration protocol lasts for a whole 30 plus hours. Like, you know, a good amount of time. It's not just straight after the weigh-in all the way up until night. Again, the next day, we're still rehydrating, we're still loading. Felt like that all went all good, you know, been there, done that before. Done many weight cuts in my career now. This is my 10th pro fight as a professional fighter. And it was supposed to be 8-2, but I'm still 7-2 with a 1-0 contest. So what happened? What actually happened? Well, I threw a jumping knee. Banik, for whatever reason, decided to jump in the air to try and avoid the jumping knee maybe? I don't know. We got scared and then jumped in the air and got caught in the nuts mid-air. I'm leaving the ground, I'm in the air, and Banik leaves the air as my second scissor knee comes up and meets him midpoint. Oh, it's crazy. When you break down the 26 seconds, and especially the 5 seconds leading up to the flying knee, you see how unorthodox this whole situation was. I'm supposed to be eating, by the way. Shout out to Kitchen Co. Bang. Look at it. But yeah, I felt really good in there. I felt strong. When I walked out, one thing I must say is, I don't know what's going on with the AO Arena or something like that, but there was a new protocol which completely spun me. You know, I normally like to come out as the Jedi, and in all my different Star Wars characters, I had Kylo Ren planned for this walkout, an epic Kylo Ren performance, and literally 1 minute before I'm about to walk out and I'm fully dressed as Kylo Ren, they're telling me, you have to take off all your Kylo Ren clothes because we're doing a pre-fight check here and you're walking to the cage and in the cage. So you can't have your helmet, you can't have your cape, you can't have your t-shirt, you can't have anything, you can't even wear your shoes. The stage to cage had their interviews and it went on lengthy. I ended up waiting backstage for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I got stone cold. I'm trying to keep cold, warm, because it's freezing backstage there. I'm trying to move, zigzag, and trying to keep warm. I ended up even trying to spar with some of the officials at the back. Some of the cameramen walking past and they knew who I was. I was like, hold your hand up, man, let me, because they took all my team away from me. I'm there standing alone, getting cold. Finally, my music comes on. I'm like, I ain't got my lightsaber, I haven't got my mask, I haven't got nothing. So what am I performing for? Still come out, do like a little last minute performance and just do the first part. I think it was pretty epic still. So go check that out, go check out the walkout. Finally get in the cage, still freezing cold. Banik, to my liking, he comes out rapid. So he comes out and he just goes straight to the cage. I'm like, thanks mate, because I'm cold, I'm freezing. And he probably got a little bit cold too himself. So I'm getting in there now. And my eyes are locked on Banik. And as I'm staring at Banik, I see he doesn't look back at me. And he's just like, head down to the ground, looking back and forth. And I always take that as a sign of weakness. What do you guys think? If the opponent doesn't look at the other opponent in their eyes, do you think it's a sign of weakness? Or do you think that's just the way that they like to prep? Let me know in the comments below. I'm staring at Banik and we get pulled into the center to do the little last, you know, touch gloves if you want to and all that sort of stuff. I don't touch gloves because it's wartime, it's fight time. Banik still doesn't look me in the eyes, so we step back. I look at him like, yo, you're looking pretty big, man. You're like you put on size, that's pretty good. He's probably looking at me. He didn't even look at me. I don't know what he was thinking. The fight starts and he does not even move from where he is. He literally sticks his guard up and allows me to walk straight across the cage all the way to the other side. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Are you trying to counter me or something? He just, maybe he froze or something. He just didn't move. I don't know why he didn't move. Come out there, boom, throw my first jab, just missed by this much. I've gone again, boom, throw the second jab, boom, landing now, yeah, landing in his zone. Boom, he goes wrong. He fires right hand. I thought he was gonna fire right hand, left hook. I think it's a combination. He fires a quick right hand. She just catches over the top of me. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, cool. My corner's screaming, keep the distance, because that's what I was meant to do. I was kind of just, I was hot. I was cold, you know, so I was trying to get warm in the fight. After them, like short 5-10 seconds, I'm warm now, maybe. So I'm firing at all cylinders. He tries to throw a left hook. I dodge it, bang, smack him in the eye. I see him squint his eye. I'm like, yeah, I got you. I'm landing that jab already, so now he's going to be reacting from every single feint from the jab, and I build the rest of the game from there. What happens next? He backs up down to the cage, and his back's against the cage, and I seen him got knocked out with a flying knee before, and I thought, yeah, let me just throw a flying knee. And I believe it was perfectly set up. Feinted him with the one leg, feinted with the other leg, and then he just miraculously decides to jump. And not just like a little jump, he jumped high. Like if you see I'm gonna throw a picture on the screen, and you're gonna see how high this man jumped. Crazy. He should be a basketballer. So he dived really high, and my knee, it looks really slow it down. It does clip the cup and goes into his stomach. So I would say yes, okay, it is a groin shot. Cool. We've all been there. We've all been hit by groin shots. Accidental groin shot. All right, cool. He lands, as you call, maybe delayed. I hit him with a nice left, boom, that cuts him open again. So he's got 2 cuts maybe. Face looked smashed in 20 seconds already. And then he drops as the referee intercepts. On the floor, he's screaming, ah. And all what's going through my head is thinking, oh no, please. I've actually seen this before. I've seen this in his last fight when he fought Cordeno, and he got clipped across the nose, an illegal kick. And he didn't want to come back into the fight. So I'm like, is this it? I'm like, surely not. Surely he can, like, you know, doctor's gonna come in and then say, yeah, all right, cool, well, I didn't expect the doctor to come in. I don't know why the doctor even came in, but I thought, you know, the ref's gonna tell me go that way, and then gonna go give him 5 minutes, and then he can get his balls together and get back into the fight. He did not even attempt to try and get back into the fight. In my opinion, I feel like he was just milking it and stood still. There was hardly any like, rolling around. Like, the acting was pretty bad for me. Listen, maybe it really did hurt him. It was a pretty powerful blow, but I know from being hit in the nuts that you can recover from a very, very, very heavy nut shot within that 5 minutes, within the 3 minutes, you know what I mean, and get back into the fight. Especially it's very early. It took a bit of damage, but it's still very early. So I was expecting him to come back after literally 30 seconds, 1 minute. They just waved it off because he must have said he don't want to continue or something. They waved off the fight. I was pissed. I was very pissed. It was good because I know what that means. Fight has just started. That means there's going to be no contest, you know, and there's the fight. 25 seconds. It's funny, all the Czech people hated me when I called him a pussy. I mean, hey, nobody wants to take a nut shot, so, I mean, I guess Panic, I won't call him pussy. He got in the cage and he finally accepted the fight with me, and he showed up, yeah? So, he's not pussy, but I would say he's weak in the mind, because that's the second time I've seen him give up. And my energy versus his energy I felt the difference there. I felt like my energy was definitely more alpha compared to his. I felt like I wanted it a lot more than him. And that fight had went on another 20 seconds, there definitely would have been a TKO or a KO with me being the victor. So, with all that being said, I hope that Kuba finds his nuts and has a great recovery. If we just focus on his face, like 25 seconds, the damage I've done already in that fight, it's evident who was going to come out the victor. But let's run it back. If he feels otherwise and you guys feel otherwise, let's run it back. Let's get this no contest out the way and let's get the fight going on. I wouldn't say I made a mistake. He jumped into my knee. Like, he literally jumped up where I aiming for his chest and he jumped that high. It's like, it's very unusual for that to happen. So it is what it is. Ended up as a no contest, so let's run it back. Or, like I said, Yan Shiraki or Nafuku. Hey, I I've got 2 more bounties left after you. Still got to collect the Bannock though. Got to collect that Bannock bounty. I'm just going to eat my kitchen go. Before it gets cold. Enjoy some time with the missus. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the Joker press conference. Still got the green hair. I made a full smoothie. Peace.